Alright guys, back over with another video, and this time we're going to be doing a Pokemon deck profile. Never done one of these before in my life, but I love Pokemon. I've dealt with Pokemon Go, Pokemon Unite, played Pokemon cards since I was a little kid, so I decided I'd finally start playing the actual card game with Alfredo behind the counter. My right hand man at the house helping handle AFG. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. This is post-rotation. So this is, I wanted to play with Lugia. Lugia is like my favorite legendary Pokemon. So I had to build a deck around it. And for sure, it is a monster. I did play with this deck before rotation. And then I was like, man, I might as well get ready for post-rotation because it's not going to be much more to play with the other cards. So might as well not get used to the other deck. But if you don't know what he does, for 1 energy, you get to read the wind, which means you discard a card from your hand and draw 3. Really powerful effect for a normal attack. And the Aerodile like never comes up, but it kills a stadium and does 130 damage. The reason why it never comes up because you always go straight into the Vstar, which is crazy. Like this card is just the Summoning Star ability is once per game because it's a Vstar ability, but it brings back 2 Archeops from the grave or the drop area, whatever you call this game, and you get to start spamming energies onto it or whatever other Pokemon you want to put the energies on. Speaking of Archeops, this is the reason why the deck functions. Primal Turbo is crazy. It also has Speedwing because 120 damage is not bad. Sometimes you have to attack with it because it is a non-V. But Primal Turbo lets you get 2 special energies from your deck and attach them to any Pokemon you want anyway, which is you get to do that effect for both of these. So you get 4 energies a turn, which is pretty crazy. That's it for the Lugia-ish, like the engine for the deck. In terms of Pokemon. But then this is where you get to play it a little different. The Single Strike Tyranitar is really strong. It's a dark Pokemon, so it gets pretty good typage advantage against like Gardevoir and stuff like that, which is going to be new in the format. The Cragalinch, which makes your opponent mill 2. Pretty solid, especially when you combine it with the Single Strike energies. Each time you have one of these on it, it gets 20 extra damage, which is really strong. So it makes this a 140 damage attack if you have all 400, which is possible, and mill card from the top of your deck, or you can mill 4 from the top of your deck and do 320 by adding 4 of these energies up under them. 2 copies of it. I was trying 4 just to see if I really needed it, but I replaced the third one I was really playing with one of these Stone Joiner. Shout out to Alfredo for ordering this for me because we could not find it anywhere in the bulk. Has 2 good attacks. It's mainly really good because it is a single strike you can attach with this. That is a regular non-V that is a fighting type. So really strong hitting Pokemon. They can hit for against normal types. It can hit for a lot, like 240 plus. If you have these a bunch of these under it, it does enough to like KO anything normal, which is really nice. I guess those are your main attackers. And then you have Antimu. JP on V. If they have a Fusion Strikes in play, it becomes cheaper, which is really cool. Yeah, pretty much that's the whole gist. If they have Strike Pokemon, it becomes a cheaper attack. 2 Luminum. This is like super key because your supporters are really important in this deck. Like Professor Burnett and just in general, they're just really powerful. You could technically play one of these, but I feel like every time I prize one, it really hurts me. So 2 is nice. 1 Dunsparce and 1 Radiance Arena. This is a really cool tech. It is really nice whenever you're playing against a grindier deck. Getting the 20 HP back sometimes just wins you the game because you get another attack off. And then the protection from like Electric from Lugia and just to be able to protect your Pokemon from weaknesses is really nice with the Dunsparce for your bench. To the item cards. Got 4 Ultra Ball. Shout out Jeremy. For getting me these, but he's just really good. Discarding 2 Archeops to grab a Lugia Vstar is really strong. That's all I can really say. Got 3 Nest Ball. This is post rotation, so you got the new set. This card is really strong. Just get your basics from your deck straight up to the bench without paying costs. It's really strong. We lost Quick Ball, which was a important part of the deck, but this card allows you to set up without discarding, which sometimes is better. And then you got 3 Capturing Aroma. I was playing 4, but I replaced it with a copy of Mezagoza. This is a field, so it can get rid of one of their fields or one of your own fields. But yeah, these basically flip a coin and grab Pokemon. It's pretty cool. This one is the less your opponent do it, which kind of sucks. But this is just for one side. Grab an evolution or a basic. So depending on what you flip, and then you flip the heads, grab any Pokemon. So 3 earn of vitality. I've tried 1. I've tried 2. I've tried 4. I've tried 3, and 3 is the best. You really have to recycle your single strike energies because you only have 4. And because when they kill one of your guys, you won't be able to attack again with that type of Pokemon if you don't have the Earn. So drawing into those is really nice. 1 Vacuum. This card is okay. It's essentially a removal for fields, which is really nice. It's also going to get rid of other stuff, but the choice bands and stuff like that, but it doesn't come out that often. And then 1 Collapse Stadium. This is mainly to get rid of your own Luminum, because you can't do anything with it. So if you want to put something else on your bench and kill something on your opponent's bench, you play this, and they can only have 4 Pokemon on the bench. And to the supporters, 2 Professor's Research. This is not a 4 of. I saw a few lists that play 1. I've seen lists that play 3, 4. I think 2 is the perfect number, especially for space reasons. And just if you don't want to prize one of these, if you really need to grab it off Luminum to ditch your hand. So keep that in mind. 2 is perfect. Then 1 Professor Burnett. I've tried 2. 1 was perfect. The second one's always dead because you never need it. And you can grab the straight off Luminum. If you don't know what this does, it sends 2 Archeops to your graveyard. Any card, but mainly just 2 Archeops. 2 Boss's Orders and 2 Serena. 2 split. Versatile card. And then this one specifically is really nice because it just lets you get any Pokemon active to the active spot, not just Vs. This one does Vs only. So Boss's Orders is really clean. And 2 Zinnia's Resolve. I'm unsure about this card, but it was really important when you're in a position to where you really don't want to discard your entire hand. Only a few cards you want to discard, and this will let you draw up to the number of Pokemon your opponent controls. Well, it has in play, so it's really nice. Shout out Alfredo for the prize. Then 1 Judge. Now, you could technically play a second copy of this if you really want to. But both players shuffle their hands back in and draw 4. Really nice. You want to have a versatile amount of cards to play off Luminum. And to your energies, you got 4 of the single strikes. This is really important, but you don't want to draw these. A lot of times you discard them early in the game, and then you just shuffle back in with the Earn. So keep that in mind. That's why 3 Earns really important. 4 double turbos. These are mainly actually just due to make sure you have something to play from your deck to help you retreat. A lot of times you do discard these early. You don't want to use these unless you're in a matchup where you really need to get the attack off faster, because it helps sometimes. 2 Lucky Energy, 2 Gift Energy, and 2 V-Guard. No Regenerative Energy. It's not that important. You'd rather just play these. V-Guard's probably the best one. One of these, this one specifically, whenever your Pokemon gets damaged from an attack, you draw a card. This one, Gift Energy, whenever your Pokemon gets knocked out, you get to draw into your 7 cards, which is pretty cool. So it deters your opponent from wanting to kill your guy. But yeah, that's it for the profile. If you guys have any questions, I've been playing this deck quite a bit, just testing against Alfredo, and he's been running the work with me. Deck's been pretty good. But yeah, smash the like button, leave a comment, and let us know what you want to see next. Deuces.